Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Offensive rebound. Knocks it loose. Malone. Shaq with some nice D.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Count it. Good.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Malone's shot. Good.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it. And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
He is just always a step ahead of the defense. Magic runs this offense with absolute precision.
Here's Irving. And he drives in. Can't cash in from close range.
Houston foul. Jerry West. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Johnson with it. He has 6. Pass to O'Neal. It's rebounded by Malone. Out to West. And stolen by Gervin. Hill with it. He's picked up by Irving. And it's Hill penetrating. And Hill throws it down.
That quick first step that Hill has is just part of what makes him so special. No one's going to get in his way once he's on the move.
Tries it from 19. And he hits the jump shot. Malone's got 4 points this quarter.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Floats it up for Hill. On the wing, Johnson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
And how about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
The Rockets have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
For your Rockets.
And the second free throw, good. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Pass to Anthony. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Not a problem. First turnover of the game, but overall, I like how they're taking care of the basketball.
For the away team, Jaren Jackson Jr., Alex English.
Now the Rockets with it. And here's West from the arc. He can't get that one to fall. Fires from the corner. It's rebounded by Houston.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And it's Carter missing. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Pass to Duncan. Timberwolves passing it around. The offensive rebound. And the dunk by Duncan.
And how about the timing from Duncan on the glass, getting there to collect that offensive rebound and the putback.
Here's Kobe. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And it's going to be on Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. So both teams changing it up here. And so it's Minnesota with it. Here's Johnson. Kobe with the steal. Tipped away. Stolen by Magic. Second chance shot. Pass to Daniels. Minnesota working with a new shot clock. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Daniels has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Bryant. Tim Duncan with the rebound. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working. Love a big man who can pass. Great instincts. Duncan finds the open man there for the bucket.
Inside. Kicks it out to Rodman. Rodman sets a screen. Floats one. Scooped up. And it's Bryant at the elbow. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
A nice set there, making it easy for Bryant. He had that lined up all the way.
Duncan with the bucket.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Pass to Collins. Nash outside. Here's Collins. Great D that time from Duncan. Johnson with it. Now defended by Bryant. And here is Johnson. He has 6. Count it.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Nash. Pass to Collins. Duncan with the block.
And setting the tone with that rejection. Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
And here is Johnson. Back to Duncan. Clock at 6. And Duncan throws it down.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Ball's knocked loose. In the corner, Daniels. And the 3 ball is good. Daniels has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Timberwolves.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Now Nash. Still yet to score. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Count the basket. Bryant's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
To the paint. Here's Duncan. It's rebounded by Houston. And they're on the break. Daniels with it. Picked up by Kobe. Here's Johnson. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. And that's 10 points for Magic Johnson.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Minnesota. They're on a 20-7 run. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Johnson. Back to English. Off target with his 3. And so it's Houston with it. Kobe goes in. for the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Timberwolves shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
Pass to Carter. Connects from 3-point range. Carter's got 8. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Minnesota. Anthony on the wing. Over Carter. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Tim Duncan has been on display for Minnesota. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. And we'll be right back after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And so it's Minnesota with it. Outside Hill. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Anthony. Nice shot from the wing. Anthony's got the first basket of the 3rd quarter for the Timberwolves.
Boy, Melo has made a name for himself with his mid-range game, and you can see why right there.
Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity. And he goes big time with the dunk right over Kobe Bryant.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
The 3 from Bryant. Good, it's Malone picking up the assist. He's got 15.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Kobe with the steal. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers. Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And that foul's called on Grant Hill. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Malone. Deflected by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Carter. And Vince Carter with the slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Knocked loose.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backdoor.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Outside Anthony. From downtown. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Anthony's got 13 points.
Well, that's his 2nd 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Here's West. Pass to Malone. Irving looking over the floor. Good work there as it goes. Irving's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor, and he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
Irving with the steal. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. Kicks it out to Bryant. Tries again. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Here's Shaq. And finished off by O'Neal.
Guys, I feel bad for the rim on that one. Shaq is one powerful dude.
Inside. Here's Malone. O'Neal with the rebound.
Now, I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Oh!
Yeah, that says it all right there. Grant Hill finishing the drive with some thunder. When he's moving at full speed, boy, it looks like he can fly.
Bryant left side. Over Hill. Kobe, no luck. Cunningham with it. West picks him up. Pass to Anthony. Here's the three. Knocks down the three ball. Anthony's got 16 points.
That gives him his second three of the half with 3 total for the game.
Now here's Irving. Out to West. Can they get it? And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Irving. What he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community.
He's perfect from the line this time. On the wing, Duncan. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Down low. Here's Carter. And Vince Carter with the slam.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
And Vince Carter picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
3rd personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, Houston. Timberwolves passing it around. Mobley wide open. And Vince Carter pulls it down. And here's Houston. To the middle. Duncan with the block. Pass to Mobley. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And that one's good. McGrady.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Nash outside. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the last few years we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players. But with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects and about 3/4 of the tradable picks hoarded by just a third of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
2 minutes.
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on. Duncan with the block.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
The Rockets again can't hit. English with the ball. Al Pierce defending. Pass to Mobley. Duncan outside. field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Collins. Another steal. Oh, and here we go with English and nobody back.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
There's a minute left to play here in the third. Pass to Guerin. Outside Pierce. Over English. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Duncan outside. .32 seconds left here in the third quarter. And again, it's Minnesota.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
6 to shoot. Pass to Pierce. Shoots the 3. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Timberwolves ahead, opening up a huge gap.
105.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so here is Houston. Nash with it. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
The 3 from Anthony. The Rockets pull it in. To the inside. Kicks it out to Rodman. That 3 off the mark. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for Minnesota. In the corner, Curvin with it. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
The Timberwolves making a change here. And here is Anthony. Over Carter. Anthony's shot is off. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Bryant outside. To the paint. Here's Malone. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
I'll tell you, you allow him to get to a spot, and it's over, right? Defense unable to even challenge the shot.
Outside Hill. Johnson inside. And it's Johnson with the jam.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Pass to Malone. And it's Malone finishing it off. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And I tell you what, nobody willing to put a stop to that slam.
Yeah, a break for the defense. That was a case of stand back, watch the show, buckle up.
He saw the defense playing soft and simply used his natural gifts to take advantage.
Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And it's Hill with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
It's stolen by West. Here's Bryant. Duncan with the block. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
That's just more for Magic. And for all of his unselfish ways, if he wanted to, this guy could probably score like this on a nightly basis.
You know, Doris, few teams have tried to invite Brown to be a shooter. He's punished them each and every time.
And he's had to put in the work, Kevin, to make himself a legit perimeter threat. And listen, the defense has to make choices. Athletically, this is one of the most gifted players in the league. If you're going to concede anything to Jalen, it'd probably be the three-point shot.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Here's Johnson. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And stolen by Gervin. One-on-one here. The tray. Here's Anthony. Three-pointer. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now Kobe, down to 5 on the shot clock. Malone. And then Malone with the jam.
Oh, great find by Kobe. His instincts are off the charts.
Pass to Anthony. Here he goes. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And Shaq with the slam. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Number 24.
Now here's Kobe. Driving in. And they get it back. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Away team ball.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Timberwolves. Screen by O'Neal. Pass to McGrady. Outside Anthony. And a miss there on the triple.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
McGrady right side. O'Neal on the wing. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bryant.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Carmelo Anthony.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
They get it back. Carter outside. Taken away by Anthony. Releases. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
It never ceases to amaze. Melo makes putting up big numbers like this look so effortless. What a performance.
And it's Malone finishing it off.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Guys, straight power there. Straight power. Outside Anthony. Lets it go with a three.
Carmelo
Nailed
Anthony.
from three-point
3
land.
points.
Anthony's got 12 now in this quarter. Malone in the post. And he banks in the layup.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Outside Anthony. And it's Malone with the rebound.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Minnesota.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Duncan.
Well, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
West outside. Pass to Malone. Shot clock at 6. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
Here's Kobe. Carter on the wing.
21. 10.
Back to Bryant. Carter with the screen. Just 5 to shoot. The fadeaway. Nice D from Duncan.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Count that one.
10.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. The turnaround jumper, it falls.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one.
Bro, can you hear me on this bitch, bro? Bro, I just spanked that nigga, bro. I don't know if you see the score. 137 to 66. Crazy.